Hey guys, I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com, and we're in another in the series of expat videos. And this time I think we got a good one because this is Robin, by the way. And I don't know if you know this, but you know our videos, they like us talking to the women. I think they feel that, I don't know, maybe you guys are a little bit more honest than the guys.
Probably true.
Anyway, I think you got an interesting story, so I want to tell everybody kind of how you got from here to there. Robin, she's going to get into this, but she came down here with her daughter, and you don't really hear about it like that too much. So why don't you tell how you got from here to there, there to here?
Well, 3 years ago, my daughter Casey and I decided to pick up, sell everything we had, and move to Costa Rica. Went through some life challenges, a divorce, and some of the things that happened, and we decided that we wanted a new life and a new adventure. And I think I had read something about Costa Rica in an office somewhere about the voluntary simplicity of the lifestyle, the Pura Vida lifestyle, and started just researching.
But you weren't a little scared with taking just you and your daughter to another foreign country?
No, not really. I did enough research online and read enough books on it to feel like that it was the right thing to do, and I always realized that if it wasn't, I could always move back. But
now, how long did you do? I mean, did you research for a year, or you just did a lot of it?
No, it was Christmas 2007. That's when I started researching, and then April of 2008, just a few months later, me and her got on a plane and flew to Costa Rica.
Just out of curiosity, did you have some other places you were looking at? I mean, or were you just looking at
I just, for some reason, got Costa Rica set in my mind.
And started researching.
That's it.
So, I don't want to assume anything, but I'm kind of assuming you're not independently wealthy, that you could just come down here and build big houses and live happily ever after. So, how'd you get kind of going on a business? But how'd you decide to do, I don't know, even as a woman even, to start a business? I mean, did you have any help, or were you just kind of, I know you did research, but I'm just saying to actually
to work in Costa Rica before you become a resident, you need probably to form the corporation, which I did have a friend that helped me through that process. I found a really good attorney to help me. But it wasn't an expensive process.
And it's pretty easy, right, actually?
Yeah, it's very easy.
People should know to set up a business here. Actually, to set it up in the legal aspect is fairly simple.
Yes, it is very, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So yes, it is, and it's a process that is not very time consuming. It can be, there's a little bit of bureaucracy involved, but it gives you the ability to open and operate your business here in Costa Rica, and that's basically what I did when I first came here.
When you were doing your research, were you contemplating, I mean, did you look at like beach life, rainforest, city?
I did, but when I came to the Arenal area, I just knew I was home. I knew this is where I wanted to live, and I really didn't go too far exploring any other areas. You
didn't need to. You found out what you liked.
Exactly. I just looked around, and it's amazing. The nature,
we relate to that.
The people are so friendly and kind, and
I always ask everybody this because I do kind of what do you think of, did you get hit with anything to do with gringo pricing?
Oh yeah. It's not did with bad intention, I don't think. It's just that I think there's a lot of assumption on the locals, that some of them think that if you're gringo, you got money. When I first moved here, because of my lack of Spanish, all my neighbors thought that I was some rich real estate mogul, and when in reality, I'm just a single mom just trying to make it like anybody else.
So, have you had any surprises? Has anything happened here that you've kind of been, wow, I wasn't prepared for that?
Sure, I had some challenges when I first came. I had met a real estate agent, and me being the trusting person I am, even though I read in all the books, be very careful, I decided to disregard that because I knew exactly what I was doing, and ended up having a few challenges there. I had ended up them using my credit card without my permission,
Probably,
and some things like
okay.
that. But so I would advise everyone to take caution, you know, not to let it deter them from doing what they want or moving here or any place that they have a desire to. Because
The key seems always, it seems like in everybody we ever talk to is always about, you know, homework, doing your stuff, talking to people, watching these videos, doing,
exactly.
you know, whatever
They're very
it is.
informative.
So, what's it, so it may, is that the suggestion? What would you suggest somebody that's kind of at your, you know, at a place where they're thinking, wow,
Well, I remember when I was looking for information, you know, I was looking everywhere online, and I know there's so much more information, and thanks to you is one of them, of getting a lot of good information out there to people who want to visit or to relocate. But at the time, you know, I was just searching everywhere. I think I found something called Jungle Mom in Costa Rica about somebody who did something similar to what I wanted to do. But to, you know, now there's so many forums, there's so many ways, you know, you can just research, ask questions. Anybody wants to contact me with it, I would be glad to give them any kind of information of my personal experiences.
So you think they should they should go for it, go for it. Life is short.
I have no regrets,
Life is short.
no regrets. My daughter loves it here, I love it here, and I wouldn't change a minute. Not even the challenges, not even the challenges.
Well, it makes the whole thing, the ride, the
exactly.
way to go.
I wouldn't change a minute.
You know, I got to tell you, Robin's been gracious enough. We are going to put her website, I don't know, maybe right here.
Sounds fantastic.
And she'll entertain questions, I think, about, you know, maybe some things we've talked about here.
Absolutely.
And if you are in the La Fortuna area, which we are in, I think you should look up Robin. She's right down the thing. She's got this
I would be delighted.
She's got this beautiful guest house. She's almost completed, almost gotten done, ready to go. And I think she'd come by and check it out. What do you think?
I think that would be awesome. Awesome.
All right, guys. I'm Michael Allen for TravelCostaRicaNow.com, and we want to thank Robin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Peace, guys. Hope it helps.